What is up, YouTube? As you've seen in that video right there, I picked up a 2013 Corvette. It's a C6 ZR1. It is not a 60th anniversary edition, but it's one of 31. So I picked up that car about a week and a half ago where I'm at now. A few days out from my car meet I'm gonna have here soon. And I've always wanted a C6 ZR1, so I pulled the trigger on it. I found the best one I could. Car has some work done to it, as you've seen there. When I bought the car, the guy who tuned it, I had no idea who he was, so I'm assuming like the tune isn't perfect. I mean, the car runs great, but I'm assuming the tune isn't good, and I don't want to obviously have a tuner that I don't know of tuning the car or having it tuned. So if I have any issues, I actually already have been contacting my tuner, which is the guy who tuned my ZL1, and he's already starting to retune the car. So the car is pretty much all the way tuned. We're just gonna throw it on the dyno and make sure it's fully good to go. So as you guys already know, I picked up, it's currently in my trailer and still strapped to my truck. As you've seen from the last video, I just got home in Michigan and I picked up a C6 ZR1 too. So you guys are probably familiar with this plate off my GTR. I transferred it to my C6 ZR1, which is right here. So it is a 2013 Corvette ZR1, 125 or so sticker price. It didn't come with these C7 wheels. A buddy of mine named Ben let me borrow his wheels off his car. Car has some work done to it. E85 cam, upper pulley, intercooler, brakes, or some other stuff to cool off the supercharger. Still gotta put a plate on it. Right now, it has, I believe, 20,000 miles on it. Has a nice, I think Continental, you call them, seats. With a nice steering wheel. I think I'm gonna get the steering wheel changed though. Not too big of a fan of it. My brother actually picked up this 2019 Range Rover SVR too. He's been talking about this car for, shoot, probably like 15, since he was like 15, so about 10 years now. Thing's sweet, carbon fiber everywhere. SVR down there, I think it's like 600 horsepower, full carbon fiber hood exposed. PPF on the whole front end, hood, fenders, mirrors, carbon fiber mirrors. Racing seats, comes with lasers, not laser system, but radar detector system with lasers on the front, which came from, you know, the dealership, so whatever. But let me get the truck moved so I can get the Corvette out. So right here are my original wheels. They're chrome, but the previous owner decided to plastic dip them. I don't know why you'd plastic dip a, you know, $70,000, $80,000 car when you first buy it, but he did. And I tried to get them powder coated and the shop denied it because the chrome on it is so hard to powder coat, so I have to take it to a different shop and they said they're willing to do it. So that's where they're sitting here, and that's why it's currently on borrowed wheels. That 25-hour trip and 1,500 miles really did my 1,500 Ram dirty. Look at that, all them bugs. Getting some good E85 here. One of the first fill-ups of the car. It's really shaky with these Cup 2 tires on here though. Really shaky on the highway. I gotta figure out, make sure mine get balanced right whenever I do take them in. So this guy over here to Vet Labs, buddy of mine, Ed's shop. They do a bunch of late model GM performance cars, newer Corvettes, older Corvettes, Camaros, older Camaros. I mean, I'll walk in there in a second if he'll let me show off some of the cars that are in there, but people like to keep their privacy on their builds. Anyways, here's a Corvette. I'm gonna get a dyno today just to see what it makes. Old owner said it made like 760 wheel horsepower, but I don't know how true that is. So I want to make sure for myself to know what it actually makes and how it's running. So I already got it retuned for the most part through my tuner who tuned my ZL1, and he said the car's stout. So he just said that needs a little bit of cooling. There's an ice tank in the back that I haven't used yet. So ice tank back here. It's kind of dirty right now because it kept spilling. I didn't put the lid on right, so it's overflowing. That's the overflow right there. And I just need to put some ice in there, and the IATs should be lower. But car's stout for what it is. 2013 Corvettes, like the newest one you can pretty much buy nowadays. Definitely one of the best years that were out because it was the last year. They did obviously everything they needed to do to it and make it perfect. The reason I wanted this car, I've always wanted one. You know, I raced a couple of them in the past, and they're just sweet cars. I mean, super light, 3,300 pounds. You know, it lifts like a, you know, Mustang does a wheelie. That's how it pretty much lifts when you get on it, and it's just a highway king. The car's super crazy on the highway, super fast for top speed runs. I've always wanted one. I'm not really an old school kind of guy. If anything, this is like my old school type of thing. Like this is probably like one of the oldest cars I'd buy besides maybe a 2013 or 2003 Cobra. I had a 03 Cobra a few years back, and the thing was sweet, but not something I'd want to keep. A few things I need to get done to it. Car's clear broad on some odd areas, like in front of the tires here. The whole fenders are clear broad here. But if you look closely, I'm not sure if you can catch on camera, this is more brighter, or this is brighter than this is. So the old owner removed the clear broad on the hood right before I bought it because he wasn't sure if he was selling it. And he didn't remove the fenders. I think the headlights done too, I'm not sure, but the fenders or the front bumper, they're kind of yellowed to say the least. So I'm gonna get them done. They came with the car in 2013. You know, see the clear broad starting to come up a little bit, some spots. So honestly, it doesn't look that good of a job either, but I'm gonna get that done. And pretty much the car's gonna be good from there. Wheels are gonna get powder coated. I might get some new inner liners here because they look a little, you know, beat. I think the mirrors are clear broad as well. See some line down here. Yep, a little clear broad there. It's kind of a crappy job. Nice seats, probably new steering wheel. I'm not a big fan of the square style steering wheel. Kind of trips me out a little bit that it's like that. Another little thing, like there, the carpet came up. He has an AFR gauge, which is an AEM like gauge to see what your air fuel ratio is. And I'm not sure if he just pulled that out to wire it up, but carpet's up a little bit there. I'll have to fix that. Normally on these cars, the dash comes up. So right there, the dash will come up from heat, and this thing is, I don't know if they did anything different in 2013, but the dash obviously isn't up on this car. And I mean, 20,000 miles, it shouldn't be, but I've seen cars with low miles have the dash come up and it's all wrinkly. It looks terrible. It needs a detail too. But as you know, I work with Reflect Detailing. Reflect Detailing is gonna come and fully polish, correct, and ceramic coat this car after I get it clear broad on the front end again. So I gotta wait. It kind of sucks. I hate driving around without clear broad on the hood and it looking good. So I'll just wait. He'll take care of it for me. But for now, we're gonna get these other cars off the dyno, and I'm gonna put my car on the dyno. What are you doing with my car, man?
Still drive good?
I can't wait for Ed to install it. I'm gonna give it a shit for it. Wow. Ready? Talk about a good drain. Car's draining from over there, from the ice tank. Draining, 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 perfectly to that drain. Look at that. I just left Vet Labs after I filled up my ice box. The car, so something about their dyno, it's a Mustang dyno, which means it basically reads at a different rate than normal dynos read. So people who see dyno numbers, they're off a Dyno Jet, which is a different dyno. So my car made good power, but this dyno reads 11% lower, like from a Dyno Jet at least. Some people like to think the Mustang dynos are the accurate dynos and the rest aren't. But it made 653 and I think 660 torque, something like that, which would equal out to about, if my math's correctly, like 750 or 760 wheels. So it's pretty much exactly what the previous owner told me it made. So I'm happy with it, but it's currently retuned by my tuner, so I'm also really happy about that. So the car's stout, ready to go. Got that big ice tank back there. But besides that, I'm gonna head home. Got the C6 back home in the trailer. I'm gonna end off the next video. Pick me up some Chipotle, gonna eat some food, and I'm gonna head out of here, guys. Have a meet this Sunday. You guys, this video is gonna be out like a week after the meet anyways, or a couple days after. I don't feel like I'm right now. We'll do another video. Besides that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys like the C6. Race is coming soon. You'll see. Thanks, guys.